So I'd like to start this off simply by saying, welcome to the first public footage of Expanse. My name is Asher Circa, and I lead a small group of developers working primarily out of West Virginia. For those who have not heard about Expanse, it is an open-world action RPG. Our goal with Expanse is to blend creative and action-oriented gameplay into one whole. To do this, we're looking at previous creative voxel-based games like Minecraft and Terraria, and action-adventure games like God of War and Darksiders. Currently, with a basic voxel-based engine, you have the ability to destroy blocks, the ability to place blocks. However, there's still a huge amount of work that needs to go into this engine. We've also implemented a basic Lua-based scripting engine, and to give you an idea of some of the gameplay we're going for as Expanse continues, I've implemented a grappling hook. Expanse's development is ultimately based around three pillars: creativity, combat, and progression content. Creativity is all about giving you the types of tools you're used to seeing in voxel-based games, and we're also looking to implement a lot of new tools. As an example, in a creative mode, we'd give you access to terraforming tools, so that you could easily tunnel into the ground and create a huge cavern, or raise or level mountains. We're also looking to implement a compact wiring system so that you can easily control doors or other machinery wirelessly and in very tight spaces. Expanse's second pillar, combat, is all about making exploration more enjoyable. We want more interesting monsters and more interesting options for fighting them. We want going out and exploring caves and strongholds to be inherently challenging and rewarding. Expanse's final pillar, progression content, is all about giving you a character that improves over time. Expect to be able to find and craft new equipment, gain abilities that change your character's capabilities, and gain stats that improve over time. You can use these in turn to delve into more dangerous areas, fight harder monsters, and get better loot. As I said, currently with a very basic engine, it does have a limitless world. You can run for years in any given direction without any issues. The world does currently only go about 32,000 blocks above or below zero, however we'll be removing that limitation before we're done. We've implemented a basic Lua-based scripting engine, as I mentioned, and it's our intention to use that as time continues on to implement all of our game content, with the goal being to make sure that anything we implement in Expanse, you as modders would also be able to implement. Expect to be able to make new blocks, monsters, equipment, classes, etc. Anything that we'd be able to do with the engine, you should be able to do as well. We'll also make all of our scripting code available to modders and keep it well documented. That way you have examples of what you can do with the engine, and we really look forward to seeing how people use that and their ingenuity to implement new content in the game as it continues. Next thing I want to talk about is the graphics, and I'm just going to start this off by saying that what you're seeing right now is mostly placeholder. It is our goal with Expanse to have a more realistic looking world, which most notably means having the natural structures look more natural. If you were to find a block of stone on the ground like this, it wouldn't look like a block of stone, it would look more like a boulder. Players will also have the options for creating structures however they want them though. We don't want to limit your creativity. We want to have options available so that you could produce a castle with nice hard edges, or you could produce a hobbit hole with a nice rounded surface. We need to have tools available so that you as the players can design the world to look however it is that you want it to. The final thing as far as gameplay that I want to show you is the grappling hook, and for that I'm actually simply going to show it to you. Very simple, you point at a block, you push a button, and off the grappling hook goes. Push another button and it releases, and it's fully physics enabled, which as you saw means that I can do things like swing around, and on this world that's actually a great deal of fun because I've placed blocks every 16 meters, originally just simply to measure the world, but it gives you a lot of freedom as far as being able to control yourself and launch yourself around the world. It also changes how you can deal with certain structures. As example, in Minecraft or the previous voxel-based games, you'd need stairs in order to get around, like the ones over here. When you implement grappling hooks and other forms of mobility, such as a double jump or even temporary flights, you gain the ability to change how you deal with structures. In this structure, I've simply placed an opening pillar in the middle, and I can use that to easily traverse the structure, going up to the second story just simply by launching a grappling hook up there. I do hope you like what you've seen so far. It is our intention to run a Kickstarter in June of this year. We're expecting a funding goal of $250,000 for a 2-year development cycle. And we've also implemented a buffer in there because we'd rather release Expanse when it's ready, rather than when we reach some sort of a deadline, such as running out of money. If you're looking for continued updates, the best place right now is our Facebook page located at facebook.com/expanseproject. Thank you very much for your time, and as I said, I hope you like what you've seen.